So, the Super Mario Bros. 2 that the West has actually received is a reskin of a Japanese exclusive Doki Doki Panic, although it did have a number of modifications to become more Mario-like. And I guess this explains why the game is so weird. Although any Mario is actually very weird if you think about it, and I do appreciate the game for making Princess Peach, still known in the day as Princess Toadstool, a playable character who's not just a damsel in distress waiting for Mario. That's cool. And honestly, the whole dream world setting feels quite fitted and interesting, and there is a lot of verticality involved in levels too, which makes this game feel unique in comparison to both Super Mario Bros. 1 and even 3, where that mattered a bit more than in 1. And I find the possibility to pick up enemies and throw them around to be quite cool. So the real reason why the game feels so weird to me is less so because of the aesthetics and style, and more so because everything feels off. Jumping feels a bit off. Peach's floating in air ability feels a bit off. Thrown items feels a bit off, and I can never quite figure out entirely what their arc depends on. As a result, a lot of times objects are thrown into nothingness. The bomb explosion area is unclear because they can hit you from so far away, and yet only destructible objects right next to them are affected. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. Even though this is kind of the black sheep of the Super Mario games due to the context of its appearance, I wouldn't call the game bad, and well, if you like it, all power to you. But personally, I don't know. Look, the game is much more comfortable for me to control than the first Super Mario Bros. Game, for example, but also I can't quite click with it gameplay-wise, everything feels off. Maybe that's why even when I played this on my PC as a child, I didn't get past World 1-2 back then. So, ultimately, I guess I'll place the game somewhere in the not for me segment of the ranking, because for example, all things considered, I'd rather play Super Mario Bros. 2 than Donkey Kong, so I'm not sure it makes sense to place it anywhere below. To be more precise, I'll place Super Mario Bros. 2 right above Q*bert, which I guess is also a game that feels off for me because I just can't gel with its style of controls. But this Mario title is much more manageable for me in that regard for sure. But I guess, overall, the level of intrigue is stronger than the level of engagement, and I can't deny that Super Mario Bros. 2 is such a historical curiosity, but that doesn't help with playing it.